Guys, I played Sunset Overdrive and that was amazing. Like, seriously, I heard about it back in COVID time. I saw videos of it on TikTok. The humor, the gameplay, mechanics, the graphics. I don't really pay too much attention to the music itself. But man, let me just tell you, that game, an absolute masterpiece. I would give it like how would I, a 9 out of 10? Because I know people will say to me like, you can't give stuff 10 out of 10, the perfect rule, 10 out of 10 is impossible. But I'm gonna be honest, the game was a 10 out of 10 to me, if I could go that far. Either 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, but Jesus Christ, the clothing was amazing, the weapons was amazing, the humor, the graphics, the storyline, the music. Okay, wait, like I said, the music, I didn't really pay much attention, but it was good to hear, no denying that. Now I hear there's no Sunset Overdrive 2 because of the sales. Which, had me pondering for a while, thinking, we're getting shit games these days like Assassin's Creed Shadows, or what was it? And then Dragon Age Valhalla, Valgard, I forgot. We're getting games like that, and then this new game called Mindless Eye. And then a game like Sunset Overdrive being pushed aside. Now, don't get me wrong, you got Spider-Man, of course people will take 100% Spider-Man over Sunset Drive. There's no way to compare those two. But even then too, Sunset Overdrive, come on man, like it was so good in its own way and so like creative and unique, because it reminded me of Hi-Fi Rush a lot and Borderlands because of the graphics. And okay, but Borderlands having shitty humor, Hi-Fi Rush and Sunset Overdrive, those two games right there are absolutely crazy, and crazy in a good way, because man, give me a sequel. Why are we waiting for other shit games when we can get a sequel to absolute beautiful games like these? Now perhaps I'm over praising this game, but come on man, like, it's good. Like, the last one came out, I mean, it's the only one that came out in 2014 by Microsoft. And the worst thing is it came out in 2014. I mean, okay, it's good because now we got these shitty games with propaganda, politics and all that. But Xbox, on the Xbox One, that's not a good idea, because how do I even say this, man? Xbox One was absolutely ass. Like, come on man, anybody with a peanut brain cell, I mean, I've already said that joke before, but anybody with that type of brain cell right there, like, the Xbox One was horrendous. I had the Xbox One, and it was a struggle getting good games. Gears of War, it wasn't really that. The only one I can think of that was good was, well, what released on Xbox One in Halo? I can't even remember that. I think the only one I liked was Forza. Gears, nah, Halo, I can't remember. What else? Yeah, I can't remember. I think We Happy Few. No. Yeah, We Happy Few? Was it an Xbox exclusive? Or I can't remember. But yeah, I can't remember anything good on the Xbox One, which is no surprise. So, to get a Sunset Overdrive 2 is, the odds are so low. You might as well go to the casino and gamble your life away. Because, at this point, there's no point of waiting. I've seen it on Reddit, on TikTok, on Instagram Reel. What is the game you want to have a sequel? Sunset Overdrive was there, and I'm glad, because I want one too. I played it like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, completed that thing, and absolutely amazing. Now, it's sad to see that we won't be getting one anytime soon, even though Insomniac Games, I don't know how to say it, but the ones who did Sunset Overdrive 2, I don't think they will ever go with it, because they're already making Bane from Spider-Man, so they'll just keep milking that. Of course, any company or anyone would do that. And I hear Just Cause 5 was cancelled. The fourth one was absolutely amazing. Story was a snooze fest though, will not deny that. But the open world, the destruction, the environments, absolutely beautiful. One thing about Just Cause 4, well, I can't even say one thing, because the entire game itself is amazing. Besides the storyline, I wasn't paying too much attention. All I know is that You're a dude with a parachute with guns. You fly around. I don't know, man. You're just that guy, I guess. But it got cancelled, the fifth one, and I'm like, damn. Why are the good games that deserve a sequel getting cancelled? It reminds me of that. It reminds me of the animes in what it was, Annie Talk 2021. Okay, not Annie Talk, but when people would say good animes don't get sequels, but the shit ones do. Solo Level. When I think about that, and sure, they're not wrong at all, because for some reason companies hate doing sequels to good animes and good games, but they love milking the shit ones. I mean, of course, the shit ones are making them money more, so anybody would go that route. But to satisfy us, of course, they wouldn't do that, man. They just want to make bank. Okay, I'm going off topic here, but my point is that Sunset Overdrive 2 should be getting a sequel. Look, if Insomniac Games are too focused on Spider-Man, which I guess they will keep doing, I don't know how many will they make. There's already, how many are there? There's like 3, I think. There's 2 Miles Morales and 1 Spider-Man. I hear there's gonna be a Spider-Man 2 now. Sure, I mean, hey man, another GTA milk right there. So they do them, I guess. But I hear Microsoft still has the rights, so why not just give it to them, the full game, the ownership? But even then too, giving it to Microsoft is a bad idea, because they love shoving the politics and all that shit into the games. That's why the games are failing so badly. Avowed, looking at you, buddy, and then Redfall, and then the list can go on. But my point is that at this point, who do you even give it to? And when I think about it, the good games and good shows that don't get sequels, it's good that they don't get sequels, because if they did, it would get absolutely ruined by these companies in today's day and age. You can say I'm wrong, even though we have upgraded to AI, graphics, there's more money being put into games and all that, and the hardwares are being more bigger and more advanced. It doesn't mean that the game itself is going to be good, because clearly people don't have the right mindset these days. I'm talking about the developers, of course, and then the people who go buy Nintendo 2 for $500, which is a PS4 gen version. Okay, yeah, I'm getting sidetracked, but like I said, this video is about saying how it failed in sales, and of course, no surprise, nobody should be surprised, because it's from Xbox One only, which I don't get, because why not make it for everyone? I mean, okay, Nintendo couldn't handle that shit, so obviously the Steam Deck wasn't introduced until what it was, a few years ago. And then PS, of course, they were doing exclusives. So did they even release on PC? Hold on, 2018, oh, that's not a good look, man. Yeah, at that point, why not do it for, why didn't it come out? I don't get it. Xbox One exclusive, the game made its way to PC in 2018, which is like 4 years later. That's not worth the time to wait. Yeah, I guess that's why it failed. Like, what was the point, man? But lacks the Chaos Squad online co-op mode. So even with the online mode, it's still shit. Or I'm assuming there's no online mode, because I didn't see one. All I know is that there's a leaderboard, and then you have to go and compete with others in the leaderboard to do like the challenges quicker and do it in a better way. Other than that, I didn't see a co-op version or like anything like that. But yeah, my point is that, I mean, what is my point at this point? But yeah, what a delay in PC. That's a shame. But hey man, if you have Game Pass, I hear Xbox said there's 35 million people subscribed to Game Pass. I'm assuming on Steam Deck, or not Steam Deck. I don't even know like what device they're using now, like Nintendo, some device. But that's one, the PC, the Xbox, it's all over now. Game Pass is all over. So if you have Game Pass, check out Sunset Overdrive, man. Jesus Christ, it's amazing. Around that, man, I appreciate a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.